Burna Boy waited over 10 years to be dubbed the African Giant. Since then, it's been nothing short of international recognition, topping the world music charts, global music collaborations, big-time awards, and an overall success. No wonder his fans called him the Odogu. Although many were forced to consider taking back the title after Burna Boy failed to bring home the prestigious Grammy Award after being nominated for 2 categories. Even more interestingly, you'll be surprised to see how the Afrobeat legend reacted to his Grammy loss. Let's head right in to find out Burna Boy's high expectations of winning his second Grammy. When you are a talented, dedicated, and a hardworking artist like Burna, success is the only thing expected of you, and of course, he also believed. In 2021, he had written his name in history books with his album Twice as Tall. He became the first Nigerian artist to win the Grammy Awards. As he said in his song, Want It All, Burna Boy sang, "Can't believe I really came home with a Grammy. I was in the mansion celebrating with the family." Of course, it was a remarkable win for the singer, and he wanted to do it again to become the first African artist to win the prestigious award 2 times in a row. So he went cooking in the studio and put out an even more excellent music album. Love, Damini was birthed in July 2022. As expected, the album was a musical masterpiece with hit tracks like Last Last, For My Hand, It's Plenty, Common Person, Kilometer, and Different Size. With his new album, Burna Boy was 100% confident he would be smiling home with another Golden Cap award. In fact, everyone believed the same, and there was no denying that it wouldn't happen. Not when he featured greats like Ed Sheeran, Popcorn, J-Hus, Kalani, Lady Smith, Black Mambazo, and Khalid. But then again, Burna's hopes were shattered and tossed out the window when he lost his 2 nominations for Best Global Song Performances for the hit Last Last and Best Global Album for the album Love, Damini. Well, I guess you can say he said to himself, "Last Last, now everybody go chop breakfast." Anyone who is Burna's fan, or at least is up to date with the news and controversies surrounding him, can tell that he's not one to accept defeat or failure. In fact, this has made many see him as arrogant and proud. Well, arrogant or not, I guess his reaction to the Grammy loss says it all. So, Burna Boy lost in his quest for his second Grammy trophy when Wouter Kellerman, Zakes Bantwini, and Nomsipo Zikode were named winners of the Best Global Music Performance for their song Payet. Still, he was hopeful that his Love Damini album would win the Best Global Album. But unfortunately, when the results were announced, the award went to Masa Takumi's Sakura. Then, all hell was let loose. And reacting, Burna Boy called out the Academy for being unfair and full of shits and lies. He poured out his anger and disgust on his Instagram page with the words, "The Grammys is full of shits and lies. We all know that. Nobody else deserves that shit but me. They can't stop me. Not now, not ever." It's really not a pleasant sight when a giant gets furious and angry. But of course, that was not all. Burna Boy still had more to say about the Grammys for taking what rightfully belonged to him. In another Instagram story, he went on to rant and casually make fun of the situation. In his words, he said, "Even after assembling the Avengers on my album, Grammy still chose to shank me. My happiness still be my own." In fact, an almost confident and hopeful fan guaranteed another Grammy for the singer when he said, "With the kind of phenomenal quality in Burna Boy's new album, it's certain that he's winning another Grammy. That only isn't even up for a debate. Love, Damini is well structured, and I will be doing proper musical analysis of the entire album." Truly encouraging words there, if you ask me. But it's sad enough that despite all the vibes, his bubbles were still busted. The breakfast truly reached Burna Boy, but his own portion was quite heartbreaking. At least, winning one category out of the 2 would give him a sense of achievement, but losing all 2 was a huge disappointment. And of course, many of his fans thought in the same line. One person said, Burna Boy deserves the Grammy, but like Essence did, and never got the trophy. I wanted him to win it because he deserves it, regardless of recent local antics. Knowing Burna Boy's defiant streak, he will be back and he will get another. It's almost as if it was debated and agreed upon that Burna Boy won't win any major award this year. First, the Grammys, then the Brits. Come on, something fishy is definitely going on. He was nominated for International Act of the Year for the award show, which celebrates landmark achievements in British music. So after losing his 2 Grammy nominations, Burna Boy had his hopes up for the Brits. And were his hopes dashed again? Sadly, yes. He lost International Act of the Year to the global music icon, Beyoncé. I might be wrong, but didn't we all expect that? It's safe to say that despite assembling all the Avengers on his album, as he said, the African giant hasn't really enjoyed the fruits of his labor. And the fact that he'd been very confident about bagging awards upon awards has made the situation even sadder. Still, some Twitter users haven't been the nicest and some called out his defeats. In a tweet, one said, Burna Boy is the first Afrobeat artist in history to lose the Soul Train Award, Grammy Award, and Brits Award in his so-called best year. He has a more clean sheet than Ter Stegen this year. Another Twitter user listed out his losses in a tweet that read, Meet Damini Ebunolowa Ogulu. Burna Boy, the first African artist to fumble 11 awards in his biggest year. 1. He bottled Afrima Awards 2 times. 2. He bottled MTV Award. 3. He bottled AMAs 2 times. 4. Soul Train 3 times. 5. Grammy Awards 2 times. He did it solo and alone. And he ended the tweet with clapping hands and a gorilla emoji. It truly hurts being Burna Boy right now, and I can only imagine the hurt and pain he felt when all he had built on came crumbling down on him. But I guess that's how life works, right? After all, you lose to win another day. Now, let's get past the Grammys and all of his other losses, but instead let's focus on the wins and applaud him for his numerous achievements so far. His Love, the mini album, might not have won the Grammys, but it has become the highest charting Nigerian album of all time on the Billboard 200. The 19-track album debuted at number 14 on the Billboard 200 chart, number 1 on the UK's official album chart, and number 1 on the Apple Music in 47 countries. His hit Heartbreak song, Last Last, also peaked at number 14 on the Billboard Hot 100 charts and number 1 on Billboard's US Afrobeat Songs chart. The hit song also made it to the top 5 songs of US former President Barack Obama's favorite music of 2022. Now that's not all. His all-time hit, Destiny, has been included in Joe Biden and Kamala Harris's inauguration playlist. Destiny is his 13th track on Burna Boy's Grammy-nominated African Giant album, and he's the only Nigerian and African artist on the playlist. And it's been announced that the singer will headline the NBA All-Star Game 2023 halftime show with an Afrobeats-themed performance alongside singer Tems and rapper Rema. In all, the African giant has made a name for himself and will forever be remembered as one of the Afrobeats legends of Nigeria. And like he said in his song, I am a legend, and I say it proudly. Big ups to the man Burna.